Hi and welcome to a new video. So today I have here my reading journal and I wanted to show you how I use it and what I use it for and when I use it and everything about it. This is not a voiceover, I'm just talking to my phone, so if the audio is a little bit off, that's why. And if it's really weird, I'm gonna um, film, record a voiceover on top. So this is my reading journal, and the first pages are from last year, and here are the pages for 2021. And let me show you how I use it. So when I read a book, I paint this little square because this is my reading goal for the physical books and this is for the audiobooks. And as you can see, I reached my goal: 20 physical books and 15 audiobooks. And now when I'm reading more books, I just draw another square and paint the square. It's pretty much self-explanatory. And then this is the list of books I want to buy. So every time I see a book that I really want to buy, I put it on this list. It's not just something, oh, this book looks cool, but I can read it on an ebook or audiobook. The books I don't write in here. This is the books I'm certain I'm going to buy. And this is the list. And this is my TBR of my physical books that I've not read yet, and when I read them I check them off. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 physical books that I have on my shelf and I haven't read yet, so I like to tackle these books first before I buy new books, or I try to. And this is the list of my audiobooks. So every time I listen to an audiobook, I write it here. And every time I read an ebook, I write it in here because I like to know the difference between my physical books and my ebooks, because the physical books I have them in paper, and I like to know the ones that I read in physical books and ones that I read in ebook form. And then this is my series. It's again pretty much self-explanatory. Once I read a book in a series, I check the book off. And for example, in the Truly Devious series, it has 4 books so far, and I've read 3, so I checked the 3 off. And this is the releasings for 2021, and I already read 2, and this is the other books that I really want to read, but some of them aren't out yet. Others are already out, but I haven't read them. And once I read one of them, I check them off. This is for the best book of the year, so I'm not gonna use it now or just in the end of the year. And this is my reading process. I saw this layout in Cat's Planner Instagram, and basically I have all the months of the year, and I started this book in 29, in the day 29 of May, and I finish it in 10, 20, 21 of June. So I just use a color and paint this and write the book that I've read. This is just for physical books and ebooks, and I know it's a little bit confusing, but I don't track my audiobooks here, just physical and ebooks, because I read a book at a time, and I also read another audiobook at the same time, so that's why. So, and every month I have a layout similar like this. I'm gonna show like the most recent. So this is August, and this is my August TBR, and these are all the books I want to read this month. If I read all the books of my TBR, no, not really. Like last month I read Malibu Rising, The Soulmate Equation, Ace of Space, and One of Us is Lying, and I started both of these books, but I haven't finished them. But sometimes I had Lovely War here, and I hadn't read this book yet, and I haven't read them in any other TBR. Oh, in August TBR actually, it's here. So yeah, so every month I write a TBR of the books I want to read that month. There's one book every month that I know what it's gonna be, and it's my book club book. This month is One Last Stop. Last month were Malibu Rising. The month before was These Violent Delights. Like in May it was Red, White and Royal Blue. And every month me and my friends on my book club, we chose a book and we always read that book. So that one I know for sure that it's gonna be on my TBR and that I have to read it. So at least I have to read one book per month. Yeah, and then I have these chat boxes with my TBR, and then I have a tracker. Like this tracker is for my paper or like physical book or ebook tracker, and this is for my audiobooks. Like I don't usually read physical books and ebooks at the same time. I'm usually reading one book at a time, and at the same time I read audiobooks. So today is the 4th, and yesterday I read the physical book, and the second I read the physical book, and yesterday I read the audiobook. So it's just like that. I fill the tracker, and then it looks like this once it's all filled out. Like these days I haven't read, these days I haven't listened to audiobooks. Even if I just listen like to 10 minutes of an audiobook, I put it here, or read 10 pages of a book. Like this is a different layout, but it's pretty much the same. This again, like physical book, the first 5 days of the month were physical book, then in the 6th of May I haven't read, and then the last days of the month I read an ebook or more than one, I don't know. And then what I usually do every month, I'm gonna show you last month. So I have for example, July TBR, and days reading, and then I have the books I've read that month. So this one is Gemini, and I have the date, like the month. Like this book I started in May, so I wrote 6 to 7 2021. I'm gonna show you closer, like here, 6/7/2021. Then I have right here a second book of the trilogy, The Illuminati Files, and my opinion about the book. It can have spoilers, so watch out. Malibu Rising I read in the month 7 of 2021. My star scoring of the book, and I have book of July of the book club, all booked. That is the name of the book of the book club. And then like Ace of Spades, I have, when I listen to an audiobook, I always write that it's an audiobook, and when I read a graphic novel, I always write graphic novel. So read in 7/2021. Who narrates the audiobook, I always write this down. Like this is a physical book and I read it in Portuguese, so this is the Portuguese cover and this is the English cover, like American cover, original cover I think. And this is another audiobook, so I wrote audiobook, and yeah, I do that pretty much every single month. Like this book is an audiobook and I started to listening to it in the month before and I finished it in this month, so I have this write down. Like I don't have the day where I started and the day where I finished it, but I have the month. And for the physical books and the books I have the month, but I also have this tracker that I show you, and in that way I can see exactly the day where I started and the day where I finished it. So yeah, once I read the book, what I usually do is print the cover, place it down, write my opinion, write everything that I say, audiobook or not, my score, and if it's an ebook or a physical book, I put it here. And what I do is check these boxes off. Like now they are all full, so I have to draw more boxes, so my reading goals are checked. And if it's a book that is on my shelf, like physical book, I check it off. And if it's an audiobook, I write it here. And if it's an ebook, I write it here. And if it's part of a series, I check it off. If it was a releasing of 2021, I check it off. And yeah, pretty much that's it. Oh, and of course, and I check it off my monthly TBR. I check it off. So it looks like a lot, but it's just me checking off boxes and writing my opinion of the book. So it's pretty much it. And this is how I use my reading journal. I know there are a lot of types of reading journals on YouTube and on the reading community, like booktube community, Booksgram community. There are a lot of types of reading journals, and this is how I like to do mine. And I like to check off boxes. I feel fulfilled in that way, so it's what I like to do. And yeah, that's pretty much how I use it. I know people that only have these trackers and like to write the monthly stats and monthly quotes and don't really like to write about the books. Or other people like to write everything, like monthly stats and quotes and all the opinions about the books and the trackers. And there are people that don't use trackers, just write about the books. Yeah, it differs a lot. There are a lot of content about it on the internet, and if you want more help or anything, you can talk to me also. And yeah, that's pretty much how I use my reading journal. So if you are a reader, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe for more journal content. This is like a reading bullet journal. So if you like this video and like bullet journaling, or if you like reading and you have a reading journal, please subscribe to this channel for more bullet journal content. And thank you for watching, and I hope you like me explaining like in real time and not in a voiceover. And yeah, thank you for watching, and bye, see you next time.